So first off, we're gonna go ahead and straighten our hair a little bit here. I love this wig, I just bought it. Anyway, we're gonna take this Revitalift lotion. It's a face moisturizer I got from Influencer for free 99. Keep hydrated. We're gonna take Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow Ebony and pop them brows on and come right on back. We got some baby skin, so we're gonna go ahead and smooth out all the shiny shit off my face. Just smooth it all around. I put it on my cheeks and my T-zone, my nose, and my mustache area. And I probably shouldn't say that because you probably think I'm a man now, but that's okay. But anyway, around my nose, on my upper lip, my forehead, any place that I pretty much get shiny and oily, I will put the baby skin primer to keep me mattified. So after that, we're gonna go ahead and take a little bit of lip gloss here. This is just like a Lancome Juicy Tubes lip gloss. I don't even know what the flavor is. I like it. It's yummy. Good to go. All right, and we're gonna take that Maybelline Fit Me in 330. I think it's Cafe is the color. I'm gonna use that today as a base for my eyeshadow, just because it's more skin tone. Actually, it's a little lighter than my skin tone, but we're gonna blend that in. And I got these cute little Real Techniques beauty blender thingies from a friend, and they're just small enough. I feel like it's precision. It's all about precision for me, and that small little sponge is just enough for me to get the product all blended in without having like a big, I don't know. I get these little beauty sponges from the hair store, and they're always big. So we're just gonna take like a poof, and then that black Opal setting powder, it's translucent, and just go ahead and set that concealer on top of your eye so that we can go ahead and layer a color on top of it. So for our transition color, we're gonna open the peach palette. Yay! We're gonna go in with Puree. Actually, nope. I don't know what color that is. We're gonna go in with that wonderful peachy brown color and just pop that right in the crease. I'll go ahead and link everything in the comments below, since I'm really not doing a very good job at describing what exact color I'm using. So I just took a fluffy blending brush, and I'm just gonna go in my crease back and forth with that color, and that's gonna be the transition shade. So then we're gonna do the other side the exact same. We're not really trying to build any color here. We're just using that to layer the other colors on top so that they go on smoother. They all blend out together. So we're gonna take this next shade over here, and we're gonna pop that right underneath the transition shade. So that transition shade was a little bit warmer. This one's a little bit more of a cooler tone. So we're gonna build like the depth right now with these shades. So I like to work in small circles around the eye. And then when I get closer in, I like to wipe back and forth. So we're gonna take another fluffy blending brush, and we're gonna go in here, and there's this deep purple here. We're gonna take that one and go right into the crease with that as well. So this is really building the depth now, because it's adding a darker shade on top of those two lighter shades. The dimension is starting to pop through. And we're going to take a little bit more of that on that brush and just dip it in the other side. How are y'all feeling that wig? I love it. I think it needs to be recurled, but it's comfortable. It's not hot. I thought it was going to be hot because it's summertime. It's 100 degrees outside, but it's popping. I don't even care. Like, it's good. It's a lace front. I can do what I want with the front. I kind of customized it a little bit. We're going to take that other fluffy blending brush. That's the first one that we used, and we're just going to blend out the top, just so we don't lose that color, that transition color. Then we're going to take my NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk, and it's not so jumbo anymore. Now we're just going to pack that on the eyelid. We're going to use this to build up another color on top of the lid. I don't know, just putting down a white base for me makes the colors pop on my lid because I'm kind of dark. I get the whole Jackie Ina thing when she talks about how dark she is, because honestly, I'm pretty dark, but I don't know, on camera with the lights in your face, it makes you seem a lot lighter than what you really are. So I'm just going to take another e.l.f. brush and go ahead and blend in that base there. I like to double base it. You can carve out the shape of how you want your eye and where you want the shadows to sit with that brush and that primer. You don't have to, but that's just what I do. So we're going to go back in with that Anastasia palette and take Venetian Red there. And we're going to pack that right onto the lid. And if you watch the way that I pack it in a small circular motion so that I get more intensity with the color. The color is not splotchy, you know what I mean? It's concentrated because of the small circles that I'm using. If I was just to wipe back and forth, then you'd see streaks of shadow and you'd probably see the white base underneath it and I wouldn't be able to cover it at that point. So it's best to work in a small area and then continue to go forward until you got enough opacity that you're good. And we're going to go in with the other one. I need to get some contacts because honestly I'm doing all this blind and I keep saying that and people are like, how do you do your makeup blind? Listen, I have a mirror hella close to my face and I have all these lights. That's all you need, but it would be wonderful to be able to see clear without my glasses on. So after we pack this all in, we're going to make it as neat as possible. I try to bring it up and pat as closely to get rid of that white cast, that line. Alright, so we're going to take this small shadow brush from e.l.f. and we're going to go in with burnt umber or deep umber, I don't know what it is. We're going to go in with that color in the Anastasia palette, which is like a deep brown, and we're going to build up the crease. So this is the last step of our definition. This is really going to define it and bring it out for us instead of leaving it kind of dusty. And we're going to go in on the other side as well. Doesn't make a difference where you put it, doesn't have to be perfect. Like I said, work in small circles and build it as you go. That's the best way I find to do it. Then we're going to take, after we drop it, we're going to take our brush that we used to begin with and we're going to go ahead and blend everything out. We want to really try to get rid of all of the harsh lines if there are any. Make sure that everything is blended out, but you don't want to make it disappear, so don't blend too much. So then we're going to go ahead with our Covergirl foundation and a blending brush from e.l.f. Actually, that's a blurring brush, excuse me. We're going to do like 5-6 pumps. I don't know. I like a lot of foundation. Dip right in. Immediately, I could tell that this really is a full coverage foundation, which I totally like. I get that. I feel that. But not only that, but I was really happy with the way that it smelled. It smells good. It smells like there's something in it, like vitamins, I don't know, minerals, oil, I don't know what it is, but it smells wonderful. And I also noticed that it was really, like almost dead on with my skin, with my chest. I really liked the coverage. I liked the smell. I liked everything about this foundation. I even liked the consistency and how it dried. Like, it was great. I will say though, if you're super oily, this probably will not work for you. It probably won't last for you. So we're just going to go back in with that brush and hit up the forehead. And I use my fingers as a guide so that I wouldn't get any on my little bandana thing because I am wearing that to work too. Alright, so we're going in with that Cafe concealer and we're just going to conceal under the eye. And what I'm doing here with my concealer, I'm bringing it out so that my face gets whiter. I know that sounds ridiculous and everybody's always like, oh, we need to make ourselves look skinny, look skinny. My head to me is real skinny, so I would like, I'm a big girl, but my head is small, so I would like my head to be bigger. So the way that I conceal and contour, it kind of makes my head look wider, and I bring my chin up because my chin is long, and I bring my forehead up to make my head look more round. I don't know if that makes any sense, but you'll see. Once I've got all that concealer in, then I take that little beauty blender and I go back in. Actually, it's a Real Technique sponge, so I'm just gonna go ahead and say that, but we go back in with that and we blend everything out, and I'm gonna really widen that concealer all the way out to my temple and upward to give me that little highlight, so it pulls my face outward. Do the same thing on the other side. I don't know, I really like this little sponge. I know it's tiny, but it really offers precision to me. Just like I was saying earlier, it really offers a lot of control for me to move the product where I want it to go and nowhere else. I feel like with beauty blenders, beauty sponges, they're too big. There's always a bigger end than a smaller end, but the smaller end is always blunt. So it doesn't offer me the same precision as something this small. So I really like these little sponges. I'm probably gonna buy more. Sweet. So after we have everything blended in, we're gonna go back in with that black opal translucent powder. And we're just gonna take that little sponge. That little sponge actually came out of one of the little compacts from Covergirl that I'm gonna be using. I never use them for what they're supposed to be used for, so we're just gonna go ahead and blot down with powder all the places that we highlighted so it can absorb the powder and not have me sweaty since it's 90 degrees outside. I'm not really gonna bake, but I'm just more setting my face. So we're gonna take that True Match, and it's, what is it? Soft Sable. It's Soft Sable. So I have been using Soft Sable since high school. I remember the days when I just used to take the powder itself with nothing on my skin and put the powder on and think I was fly. Ooh, listen, that is not the way to go. So I'm just setting the rest of my face. Anywhere that I didn't put the translucent setting powder, obviously, so that I can keep those portions of my face darker, and then I want the portions that are highlighted to stay light. And once we get the hair out of our mouths. Okay, I'm really feeling that wig, apparently. It's just wonderful. Yeah. So then we're gonna take this NYX liner and do a quick wing. I'm really not going to do lashes today because I'm going to be wearing my glasses. So I'm going to take this mascara, Fibers Mascara by L'Oreal, and we're just going to go ahead and put a couple coats on there. Just to really get the powder off my lashes and stuff and make them blend in with the mascara, or blend in with the liner. So then we're going to take our setting spray, Quick Fix by Urban Decay. Smells like freaking coconuts. It's amazing. And we're going to spritz our whole face down. I like my whole face to be wet. I don't like that powdery look at all. So then we're going to take our JLB Golden Highlight Kit. We're going to go in with Moonstone. And I don't even know what that other one is up there. But these obviously did not work out, and you will see. They have a little kickback, so that's something I didn't like as well. And when I highlight, I just like to go back and forth and try to really make my skin look glistening. I like it to look wet. Sometimes it doesn't happen, as you can see, with certain colors that are meant for fairer skin. I'm going to go in with Soleil, which is my favorite. It's more of a golden tone. Yeah, you can totally tell. I'm like shaking my head. Yeah. And I know I'm highlighting weird and things like that. And if you're wondering why, it's because my glasses sit where that line is. So don't worry about me. Yeah, see, look. Oh, just gleam to the gods. Just glow, bitch, glow. So we're going to take that contour kit. I don't know, Black Radiance, Black Opal, one of those. And obviously I've hit pan on the contour shade. I feel like it's more of a bronzing shade to me, but I don't even care. We're just going to go over my already darkened skin there. And I like to start from the back and go forward. And I go a little longer than what people would suggest because my face is a different shape. So I go with how my face is shaped. I actually study my face and how it looks with no makeup on. And I look at the way the light hits my face, so I just replicate that with these different colors. Excuse me. And so we're gonna go to the chin, and with my chin on my left side, your right facing side, one side of my chin is like longer, so I try to kind of make it a little bit darker going upward so that it looks even. My forehead, I don't do the top, I just do the sides because there's a big sunshine spot in the middle of my forehead when their sun hits it naturally. So I follow the shading and I replicate. And I've been totally listening to BTS like for days, so that's what I'm listening to. It's dope. But anyway, we're going to take that contour kit and go ahead with the darker shade again, and we're going to contour our nose. I just like to go down the sides and I really blend it out. It doesn't have to be a strong contour. I'm not trying to make my nose look hella slim, but I'm just trying to give my nose a little bit of definition, because if you look at the width of my nose, there is none. It looks like just skin. So I'd like to give it a little bit of a line to make it look more like a nose. So I really carve out the lines on the sides, and underneath I kind of blacken that out to shorten the tip. And I take a little highlight and I go right down the center. I like to glow. Those of you who know me, I am all about the highlight. There cannot be enough highlight. So I'm gonna take this old ass blush that my friend Shayla gave me in Raspberry by Covergirl that they don't even make anymore, and my little Jessup brush for blush, and I'm just gonna blend the two together. Blend the contour and the highlight down together to make it look less stark, to give it a little bit more life. It's all about blending, blending, blending. Blend the other side as well while smiling. Hello there, be nice. I sometimes sit to myself and think, why are you doing all this just to go sit at work for 4 hours? But hey, whatever, be cute. So then we are gonna go ahead and take this other highlight, Blush Gems by e.l.f. And if you don't know about their highlights, then you just don't know about them. I needed a little something extra, so I'm putting that on there, and it didn't work out. Just like, I don't know what I was looking for with my highlight this time. But I needed it to be a little bit more natural, less I have a shiny spot on my face. Okay, so once you get that under control, we're gonna go in with the lips. and for lips, we're gonna take this pencil in Hot Cocoa by NYX, and we're just gonna line our lips. And I'm gonna let this sit for a second right after I get to lining it, because I wasn't sure on which lipstick I wanted to wear, because I had tried this other one on and it didn't work out, so I took it off and you guys didn't get to see that part. So I'm gonna go ahead with that Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, and we're gonna go in with the red color that we did, Venetian Red, and we're gonna put that right under our waterline, underneath our eye. And so that little brush right there is just another Wet n Wild. It's a short shader. I really like that brush. It's synthetic. It packs on a lot of product. It's hard to do this without getting the product in my eye. I am forever getting something in my eye. I get my whole look done. Then the first thing when I walk outside, I feel a pinprick in my eye. So we're gonna take another little shader brush and we're gonna go in with that burnt umber, and we're gonna put that right below, kind of above. I don't know, we're mixing it around with that Venetian Red. Okay, and what this is a NYX pencil, and it's just in black. It's the really skinny slim pencil, and I use that because I just wanted a small line in my waterline. I didn't want anything thick because my eyes like to water. They just, I don't know, I feel like my eyes weren't really made for all this makeup, but I just do it anyways. You're gonna do what I want. So then we're gonna take this NYX glitter, it's just gold, and we're gonna pop that right into the center of our look. I don't know, I just need a little something extra. I love glitter, and if you have trouble with glitters, these little glitter pens are the perfect thing for you. You can get them at CVS, you can get them at Ulta, you can get them at Sephora. Urban Decay makes some really good ones. These ones are just cheap, they're NYX, a couple bucks. So then I'm going to take JeffreeStar-Posh Spice, and I'm going to put that right on top of that Hot Cocoa liner, and I'm just going to rub it on in. I love this lipstick because it's like a cool brown tone, and I'm not really into cool stuff, but it just happened to go with how I was feeling. It matched my bandana. So we're going to go back in with that wonderful coconut quick fix and set the rest of our face, and then we're good to go. That's the look. Feeling good. Highlights popping. Hair is on fleek. Get the fuck out. Gotta go to work. You know you feeling yourself when you look like that at yourself in the mirror. Should've went to my boyfriend's house. Bye.